Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter. Happy Friday. It is March 15th, 2024. Getting in the St. Patrick's Day spirit a little bit here at News 8 Now this morning. Bill, you can't see, but I've got my St. Patrick's Day hat and a pot of gold with me. Unfortunately, you don't have the best weekend St. Patrick's Day forecast, do you? Oh, you've got some green, too.
I totally forgot to wear like a green tie today because I finally can since I'm not in front of a green screen. Right. But yeah, at least I've got my St. Patrick's mug to share. But yeah, it's going to be chilly for St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, so keep that in mind if you do have outdoor plans. Temperatures only in the upper 30s. Hey, we talked about the snow out here last hour. I can't move my camera in my office here, so I thought I'd take a quick snapshot out my front door. So here's what it looks like in front of the Grawl house this morning. Still some light snow falling and about 20 inches of the white stuff on the ground. And boy, it was a heavy, wet snow. Not easy to shovel or snow blow for that matter. And as you can see, the plows are behind as well. Our street has not even been plowed yet because it's been so heavy and wet. All right, temperatures in the Coulee region in the upper 50s, even a 60-degree reading in Eau Claire. We're starting quiet this morning with a clear sky. Unfortunately, the rain did not make it far enough north to reach La Crosse. 45 and 26 are the averages, and we're going to be above that again today. In fact, temperatures will be similar to what we saw yesterday. Skies are clear. Some clouds off to the north and west will filter through this afternoon. Temperatures in the 20s to the north and east. Most of us in the lower to middle 30s, including at 33 in La Crosse. Sunny to partly cloudy today, and highs right around 58 degrees. A little breezy, especially later today and into tonight. I'll have more information with my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll see you then, Bill. Thank you. Time now for the stories making headlines right now. Parts of the country waking up in the dark this morning after severe weather swept across multiple states, tornadoes tearing through parts of the Midwest, and heavy snow buried parts of the Rockies, as Bill just showed us there. CBS's Jared Hill has more for us from New York.
Horror in the heartland. A twister caught ripping through part of northwest Ohio late Thursday. One of multiple likely tornadoes, leaving a path of destruction across the Midwest. In Indiana, officials still working in the aftermath.
We don't know the extent of the damage on the south end of town. We do know that there have been some buildings and homes that have been completely destroyed.
Across the state, trees down, homes destroyed.
I knew it was coming this way, so we just ran to the middle of the house into the utility room, and about 30 seconds later, it hit, and you see the damage.
Outside of Topeka, Kansas, strangers stepped in to help pick up the pieces.
We had people show up that don't even know us. They heard what's going on, and they shook a hand and went to work.
Meanwhile, out west, a different kind of cleanup. Parts of Colorado buried under multiple feet of snow, causing chaos on the roads.
I was working all night at the hospital, Swedish and Aurora, and then now I can't get to my house.
Part of I-70, which connects Denver to some of the state's biggest ski resorts, had to partially close Thursday. The storm's making for a travel nightmare in the skies as well. Hundreds of flights were canceled and delayed out of Denver International Airport Thursday, leaving some folks stranded.
It's really stressful. I was crying all day yesterday because I wanted to be home, and I can't.
The storms across the country have also left tens of thousands without power.
The Indiana State Police say there are many significant injuries following the tornado in the community of Winchester. Colorado's snow expected to taper off sometime today. Bill will keep us updated on that. And attention outdoorsmen and women in Wisconsin, it's now easier to get an outdoor recreation license here in the Badger State. That's because Governor Tony Evers just signed a bill into law allowing state residents to use their ID cards as proof of residence in the DNR's Go Wild system. Before, only driver's license were accepted. The law is named after Steve Johnson, a blind outdoorsman from La Crosse who advocated for disability rights. Governor Evers signing that bill on the 5th anniversary of Johnson's death with his family members present at the ceremony in Madison. If you live in Wisconsin but work in Minnesota or vice versa, filing taxes may get easier. A new bipartisan bill could be the first step in bringing back income tax reciprocity between the two states. For about 40 years, residents who crossed the border for work could file just one state tax return where they lived. But Minnesota ended that deal in 2010, citing Wisconsin's delayed payments. The new bill would have the states study the impact of restoring the agreement.
Our economies, along the river, it ebb and flows, and we want to make sure that, it works. We have to continue to do this.
That study would be due to Governors Evers and Walz by the end of the year. Reciprocity would ultimately have to be approved by the state's executive branches. The HSHS and Prevea Recovery Task Force are reacting to Sacred Heart Hospital's plans to shut down nearly a month earlier than originally expected. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut has the latest from Eau Claire.
While healthcare systems are currently working to access that funding, it might be a while before they see it. The money is currently being held up in the Joint Finance Committee, and it might not be accessible for another month. At the end of February, the state legislature approved legislation providing $15 million in crisis response funding following HSHS's announcement they would be closing in the Chippewa Valley.
We have sat down with Marshfield Clinic, with Mayo Clinic Health Systems to talk about what can they do to access the $15 million that the state is offering through Joint Finance and the Department of Health Services.
It was originally drafted to provide emergency room funding in the area, but a partial veto from Governor Tony Evers made the funds accessible to any health service that meets the area's needs.
Now it's up to the legislature, Joint Finance Committee, to release that money.
But the Republican-led committee wants to see health systems release plans that more closely align with the original wording of the bill.
What's happening is they're leaving it in limbo. These 16 members of the Joint Finance Committee can decide if they're going to release this money or not. Even though the legislature has approved it, governor has signed the legislation into law, they can hold this up. And so that's what we have right now.
Minor said Marshfield Clinic Health System and Mayo Clinic Health System are both actively working on plans to access that funding. But that plan also has to be a long-term financially stable decision for them.
$15 million is not going to go very far. It'll help us immediately. It'll take care of what we need to do. But they just have to be able to do whatever that is. It has to go on forever.
He believes the earliest the health systems could access the funds would be a month, time the Eau Claire community no longer has.
It's unfortunate that we have to ramp our speed up in this whole thing.
The task force and lawmakers agree. The HSHS departure is a warning. If it can happen in Eau Claire, it can happen anywhere in the state.
It's very scary. It's very scary and devastating for the people that live in the Chippewa region. But also, it puts us all on notice.
In Eau Claire, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Time now is 6:07, still ahead on your morning news. The next time you go to buy a home appliance or computer, you may want to look for this new safety label. After the break, we'll tell you what the new U.S. Cyber Trust Mark label means and how it can help protect other appliances in your home and maybe even your wallet. And some futuristic electric ocean robots are making waves at this year's Oceanology International Conference. Coming up, we'll dive into how these sci-fi-like devices work and how they could revolutionize the study of the world's waterways. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Ever call or text someone and it takes days for them to get back to you? Imagine if that time was over the span of 4 months. NASA engineers were in for a surprise this morning after receiving new messages from the Voyager 1 spacecraft after losing contact with it back in November. Voyager 1 was launched into space back in 1977. It's one of the longest operating spacecraft in history. The spacecraft achieving its goal of flying by Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune decades ago, and was relaying a steady radio signal to mission control back on Earth. On March 1st, the team sent a command called the Poke and say they have now got an encouraging response back from Voyager 1. They're hopeful they can fix the issue. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning is after the break.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's Slam Dunk Savings Time here at Carl's,
where you get the widest selection of top name brand appliances
and service. We've been your servicing dealer since $19.56.
Save up to 40% on these top name brand appliances.
And all TVs are on sale.
And save up to 50% on in-stock Perfect Sleeper and iComfort mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
It's slam dunk savings time now at Carl's.
Carl's are servicing dealer since 1956.
Update your bathroom this spring with a beautiful new walk-in shower or walk-in bathtub from Mad City Baths. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Call now during our Spring into Savings event. Receive $1,000 off a new bath or shower with 48 months, 0% interest, senior military discounts, and you'll receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Plus a bonus. The first 50 homeowners who call during this program will receive a vacation voucher with bath or shower purchase. You can use it for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. Mad City is also your trusted source for Eco Sky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Plus, schedule your bath or shower installation now and ask about Mad City's double lifetime labor warranty.
We hired him to put in a walk-in shower, and from the looks of it, it looks absolutely beautiful.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB. Our custom baths and showers are infused with Microban for easy cleaning. Plus, with our price lock guarantee, receive a free design consultation and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. It's our Spring into Savings event. Receive $1,000 off a new bath or shower. With 48 months, 0% interest, receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. And the first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with bath or shower purchase. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Welcome back. A good Friday morning to all of you. Check the Schoolcast as you get the little ones ready for school today. It will be cooler as they step outside this morning, so keep that in mind. 34 at 7 a.m. Lots of sunshine, though, once that sun rises at 7:16. 49 degrees by lunchtime with a mostly sunny sky and then partly cloudy this afternoon. 58 for the high. That's still quite mild for mid-March. Look at this handsome young fella, Gunny, hoping to walk with Tina at some point today, and it's going to be a great day for a dog walk or anything else outdoors with that mostly sunny sky this morning. A few passing clouds this afternoon. A little breezy later today, and then those winds will continue to increase overnight tonight. Now, currently skies are clear across the region. You can see that on the satellite and radar imagery. Just a few high clouds off to the north and west, and these are some of those clouds that will kind of translate southeast across the area as we head through the afternoon. Current temperatures, coldest to the north and east, 27 in Eau Claire, 22 in Sparta and Black River Falls, 33 though in La Crosse, 32 in Winona and Viroqua, and 36 in Decorah. So sunny to partly cloudy today, mild for this time of year, highs around 58, average highs only 45, so above that. And again, those winds will increase somewhat, especially later this afternoon and into tonight. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast that's coming up in about 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, we are focusing on the world of technology, from the web to appliances and even robots. But to connect those devices, you first need access to the internet. According to a new Federal Communication Commission report, there is a digital divide among many Americans. According to the report, nearly 24 million Americans, or 7% of the nation, don't have access to high-speed internet. The issue most prevalent in rural areas and tribal lands. The FCC also updating its definition of high-speed internet to a minimum 100 megabits per second download and 20 megabits per second upload speed. Before you start buying new connected home devices, you may want to look out for this new safety label. The FCC also voting unanimously to greenlight a new product label intended to help consumers pick out appliances that have voluntarily met rigorous cybersecurity standards. Tech manufacturers Logitech, LG, Samsung, and even some retailers like Best Buy and Amazon all taking part in this new program in an effort to get their products certified. Consumers could soon start seeing the new label on store shelves as soon as the end of this year. If you can't wait for those new stickers to roll out and you want to get your hands on some new electronics, Amazon may have you covered. They're launching their first ever Big Spring Sale next Wednesday. The upcoming sale is similar to the company's Prime Days, but focuses on seasonal products like spring fashion, yard work, and Amazon devices. Now, you don't have to be a Prime member to get the deals, but members will see some exclusive discounts. Robots aren't just active on land, they're taking over the seas too. But creators say the dominant devices aren't out to steal jobs on the water. In fact, they could help produce more. CBS's Tina Kraus reports.
They're small but sophisticated. Electric robots making new waves in the world of ocean technology.
Collecting data from the seafloor underwater and stitching that together with GPS mapping so that we can see what the seafloor looks like.
Robotic vehicles are everywhere you turn at this week's Oceanology International Conference in London, as the autonomous machines steer the industry in a new direction. But creators say the idea that water robots will take jobs away from people is science fiction.
Robots aren't going to take our jobs. Robots are creating more jobs, more ways to collect data, more ways to work in the ocean.
Experts say as robots get smaller and more affordable, they'll provide more eyes in the ocean, helping with environmental mapping and new construction projects while also looking after the planet.
We have made more progress in our understanding of the ocean and in our understanding of climate change and how it impacts the ocean really in the last 2 years than we've probably made the last 2 decades.
As robots command more attention on the water, engineers say working hand in hand is key.
They're going to give us ways of doing things that we could never do on our own.
A partnership tech experts believe will keep the marine industry afloat.
Many of the underwater robots on display across the pond deliver wireless data streaming, so operators on land can get instant eyes on what's happening below the surface. That does it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:16. Let's check back in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at today's forecast. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Alexandra. Unfortunately, if you were wanting rainfall yesterday, a lot of areas did not see much, if any, rainfall. We mentioned how the greatest chances were in our southern communities, and unfortunately that's where the rain remained if you did want rainfall in La Crosse and points northward. But some pretty good totals down to the south, especially where you see those greens in portions of northeastern Iowa, Crawford, Richland counties, and over towards Madison and Milwaukee. Now locally, Prairie du Chien, you guys got a good soaking, 0.7 inches of rain and about a half an inch in Steuben and Eastman, 0.15 inches in Decorah and Dorchester. Richland Center, just under 1/10 of an inch of rain, and again, unfortunately, no rain in La Crosse and Eau Claire. Just couldn't battle that dry air and make it this far north. Skies are clear to start this morning, and it is a bit chillier this morning. 33 degrees out at the airport, 34 downtown. Winds out of the north at 7, making it feel like 27. Even colder to the north and east, 27 for you folks in Eau Claire. The wind is calm in your neck of the woods. So temperatures generally in the 20s and 30s this morning. Low to mid 20s over towards Black River Falls, Sparta and Volkfield, 33 in La Crosse, 32 in Winona and Viroqua, 36 in Decorah, and 32 in Prairie du Chien. Winds are fairly light, 3 to 7 miles per hour, so wind chills, there's a little bit of a chill in some spots, but generally not a huge factor this morning. Now, skies are clear. We're going to see sunshine to start. Some of these clouds off to the north and west will translate south and east across the area as we head through the afternoon hours, and then more clouds overnight tonight and into our Saturday. Sky Tracker shows mostly sunny conditions this morning, partly cloudy this afternoon. Again, more clouds overnight tonight and into our Saturday, when we could even squeeze out some sprinkles or flurries in spots. Also, rather windy on Saturday. Northwesterly winds could gust over 30, even 35 miles per hour at times. And then Sunday is looking chillier and still on the breezy side. Now, temperatures today Staying mild, mid to upper 50s, in fact 58 in the La Crosse area, upper 50s far south, maybe a few spots flirting with 60 degrees, and then a little cooler as we head back to the north, but still above average, mid 50s in Osseo and Mondovi, and low to mid 50s in our far northern communities, including Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. A little cooler for Saturday, upper 40s to around 50 in the La Crosse area, and most spots will see highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s, even a little cooler far north with readings in the lower to middle 40s for afternoon highs, stretching from Eau Claire up through Cornell and Ladysmith. So for today, sunny to partly cloudy, mild for mid-March, 58 the high, 45 is average, 42 tonight, passing clouds with increasing winds overnight, and then windy tomorrow, maybe some sprinkles or flurries, highs around 50. Colder for St. Patty's Day, 39, still chilly Monday, a high of 40, still kind of blustery both of those days as well. Back around 50 Tuesday through Thursday, maybe some sprinkles or an isolated shower on Wednesday, and then more unsettled later next week and cooler, chance of rain and snow showers on Friday and Saturday. So definitely more March-like over the next 8 days, Alexandra. That's going to look kind of cool and feel kind of cool because we've been kind of spoiled the last several days. Back to you.
Yeah, we've been very spoiled the entire winter. Thank you, Bill. The time now is 6:20, still ahead on your morning news. A new study finding millions of American children are suffering from long COVID. Coming up, we'll take a look at what you need to know about the side effects of COVID and how it can affect your children.
Coming up in sports, the boys state basketball tournament is here, and the Aquinas Blue Goulds were in action last night for a semifinal matchup. The game came down to the wire, and it's got an ending you won't want to miss. That and more coming up in the Morning Blitz.
I would like to tell you about the man I love, Eric, who is running for the U.S. Senate. A fourth-generation Wisconsinite, he graduated from East High and then became a proud Badger. When we met, I knew right away he was a take-action guy, a natural leader. He started his first business in his 20s and then built and turned around over a dozen companies, creating thousands of good-paying jobs. As busy as he was, our family always came first. Eric has a huge heart. In his 30s, he started the Hovde Foundation, which focuses on homelessness and rescues children from abuse, sex trafficking, and slavery. He loves our country and Wisconsin. He believes in the American dream, and he wants it to be possible for everyone. Above all, Eric is a man of integrity. He is principled, honest, and straightforward. These are the qualities I want in a U.S. Senator to fight for Wisconsin. How about you?
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Searching for gold at the end of the rainbow? Well, you can find it here at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Get Shamrock with savings up to 60% off, plus 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, and more. It's all here and it's all in stock and ready to be delivered. Plus, shop special savings in our incredible Lazy Boy Showcase. Let the shenanigans begin at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Don't miss it.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
There's a lot to love on the Drew Barrymore Show. We're just incredible, lost out delectable. I'm so in love with you, I can't handle it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had a big night of basketball for the Aquinas Blue Goulds. The state semifinals in Madison. Who wins away from a gold ball? Let's go there to the Kohl Center. The Aquinas Blue Goulds taking on Mineral Point in the Division IV semifinals. Aquinas came ready to play. Logan Becker up the middle. He uses the glass for two. Blue Goulds with an early lead. Later in the half, Trey Barr drives, kicks, finds Walter Burns in the corner. 3-ball is good. Aquinas rolling, but the Pointers would heat up. 4 straight threes, including this one from Landon Thousand. Aquinas would trail by 5 at the half. Second half, Blue Golds making the comeback. Trey Barr for 3. That's good. Blue Golds would lead by 7 with a minute to play, but things would fall apart. And with 7 seconds to go, Thousand nails a 3-pointer to give Mineral Point the lead. Aquinas not able to get a shot off as their season comes to an end. 62-61 the final. Now over at West Salem High School, the school got together for a pep rally to help send the team off to Madison for the 3rd straight year. The Panthers will take on Pewaukee in the Division II semifinals today around 3 p.m. Big Ten tournament action. Wisconsin taking on Maryland, and the Badgers, they came out hot. First half, Chucky Hepburn feeds it inside of Tyler Wall. The senior drops it in. Badgers lead. Later in the half, Hepburn taking the ball up the court. Stephen Crowell giving the screen, and they leave him wide open. Hepburn kicks it out to him, and Crowell knocks it down. A little bit later, Hepburn working the screen again, but this time he's going to find the freshman John Blackwell for a 3. That falls. Blackwell would finish with 18 points, and in the second half, Badgers continued to pour it on. Hepburn from the parking lot. That's good. Badgers get the win, 87-56. They'll face Northwestern today at 1:30. In the NBA, Bucks hosting the 76ers, and Giannis just unstoppable. Right up the middle, throws it down. Milwaukee leads. Second quarter, and it's Giannis again. This time goes baseline, another big dunk. The Bucks would trail later in the second. Dame coming up the court. He's going to throw it up to Giannis. He brings it down. Bucks trail at the half, but in the second half, they would find their groove. Bobby Portis with the hook shot gets the lucky bounce. Bucks would go on to win 114-105. Today, the NCAA Division III Wrestling Championships get underway right here in La Crosse at the La Crosse Center. UWL will have 7 wrestlers competing, including Nolan Hurdle at 157 pounds, who's looking to repeat as national champion. First session begins at 11 a.m. with the finals happening at 7 o'clock on Saturday. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Get tax relief savings right now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, and when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus get interest-free financing. 7% tax relief savings now at Home Furniture.
Washington has become corrupt. Career politicians sell themselves to special interests and end up working for them and not you. I've worked hard, been fortunate. I don't need their special interest money, and I won't take it. If you decide to elect me as your next senator, I'll donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year. I'm Eric Hovde. I can't be bought, and I'll put you and our country first. I approve this message.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then, own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings. And for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
Otezla can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking, with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing for 3 years on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 shopping card with free white glove delivery and a 120-night comfort guarantee. Tempur-Pedic mattresses, available at Home Sleep Express.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical news, the FDA just gave the green light to Rezdiffra, a new drug for treating a common form of liver inflammation called NASH. Affecting millions of Americans, NASH happens when excess fat builds up in the liver. Rezdiffra works by reducing this fat accumulation. Before it's available to patients, the drug's maker needs to complete one final study confirming its benefits, but this approval, a big step forward in tackling the widespread disease. A new study is finding a significant number of 12th graders in the U.S. have used Delta-8 THC products. After looking at data from in-school surveys conducted in the U.S. in early 2023, researchers found 11.4% admitted to using the cannabis compound within the past year. Unlike marijuana, there's no age restrictions for buying Delta-8 in most states where the product is legal. It is legal here in Wisconsin. The study's authors suggest the number of teens using it may be a potential public health concern because we don't fully understand the effects that Delta-8 products may have on teens. Today is Long COVID Awareness Day. A recent study estimates millions of children are still suffering from long COVID. Michael George has more on why we still know so little about the illness and one mother's search for answers.
Amanda Goodhart says her 6-year-old son Logan caught COVID multiple times, but even months later, his symptoms just didn't get better.
To see him just struggle to stay awake or, crying and saying he just doesn't feel good, it's heartbreaking. It's demoralizing.
A new study at the NYU Grossman School of Medicine estimates up to 5.8 million young people have long COVID. Study author Dr. Rachel Gross says one major challenge in tracking the illness is that symptoms can vary.
Long COVID can look different in different children, that not everybody has the same symptoms, and that it can look different depending on when the symptoms start.
Common long COVID symptoms include headache, loss of taste and smell, brain fog, and pain. Logan has also been dealing with circulatory and GI problems, and he gets tired even from things like standing in line. His mom says they've tried multiple treatments with only moderate improvement.
It's terrible. There's nothing worse than, seeing your child go through something that you can't fix.
The research also shows long COVID can raise the chances of a child developing type 1 diabetes, and it can even be deadly, leading to multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children.
This study was urgently needed because there are so many questions that need to be answered about pediatric long COVID.
The Goodharts hope more attention is given to studying long COVID so more effective treatments can be found.
Most children with long COVID recover over several months, but about a third experience symptoms even 1 year later. Wisconsin kicking off the year with employment hitting a new all-time high. That's according to the state's Department of Workforce Development. They say that January data shows Wisconsin added more than 5,000 non-farm jobs and about 4,700 private jobs. The state unemployment rate also dropped 0.1% from December to now, and it now sits at 3.2%. The state's labor force participation rate just under 66%, which is outpacing the nation average. A team of women helping build homes for Habitat for Humanity in La Crosse and Tomah. The annual Women's Build is a tradition dating back to '91. Over the next 2 days, more than 110 women are volunteering at both locations. Yesterday, crews on La Crosse's north side worked together to install drywall and work on the ceiling of one of the homes. You see that right there. The Tomah crew framed out the interior walls. Once the homes are finished, Hennigan says they'll be sold to local partner families. If you want to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, you can sign up on their website. We have that link for you on our website, news8000.com. The Shamrock Club is on the move to spread some cultural spirit. The Irish Man and Irish Rose of the Year hit the road and brought some friends along. The Irish bus was packed up with musicians, dancers, and Clancy O'Cooley. He is the mascot of Irish Fest. They brought Irish cheer to 3 local elementary schools and 3 senior care facilities. We spoke with the Irish Man and Irish Rose of the Year, who told us the kids were doubling down on the fun.
And the children enjoyed it immensely. They loved Clancy O'Cooley, and they got up and danced and sang, and we got the teachers out there dancing, and the kids loved that, you know.
But it ain't over till it's clover. After their visits, the Irish bus took a trip to Bennett O'Reilly's for prayer service. The Irish royalty will be in the St. Patrick's Day parade. That's happening in downtown La Crosse tomorrow. When most people check into a hotel, they expect to relax, but in Britain, one place offers guests the deepest room on the planet. Getting there is half of the adventure, as CBS's Ian Lee reports from Wales.
The Welsh countryside offers stunning vistas. Rugged peaks frame sweeping landscapes. From the Deep Sleep Hotel, you'll see none of that. But it's no less spectacular.
You want it nice and snug, so not too tight that you will give yourself a headache.
At check-in, guests get a hard hat, headlamp, boots, and a mountain guide. The journey, about 1,400 feet down to the world's deepest hotel, takes nerve.
Yeah? Bye.
Descending into dark caverns, navigating flooded tunnels, ziplining across a vast abyss, and squeezing through some pretty tight spaces.
This is an old Victorian bridge, at least what's left of a bridge.
For more than 200 years, miners extracted slate from this mountain, much of it by candlelight, creating a maze of tunnels.
It goes miles that way and it goes miles that way. Yeah, huge place.
After 4 exhausting hours, we finally reached the hotel.
Honestly, it's just blown my mind. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Guests sleep in climate-controlled cabins, and groundwater helps to generate electricity.
Wi-Fi in here, you've even got a toilet in here.
All the modern amenities.
Exactly, yeah.
Running water comes from a spring, but there's no shower. And dinner comes in a pouch.
You can't pass this up, surely. I don't think you can.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
An opportunity that takes deep sleep to a whole new level.
Wow, that is incredible for sure. The price tag to get some deep sleep in a cabin for 2 is nearly $500 a night. The time now is 6:36. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Should be pretty good out there today, right, Bill?
Yeah, it's looking just fine. Dry conditions all across the region. In fact, a live look through CityCam showing dry conditions here. In fact, we stayed dry yesterday. That rain just could not travel far enough north and overcome that dry flow from the northeast to reach the La Crosse area. But those of you to the south did see some appreciable rains. In fact, 7/10 down in Prairie du Chien. All is quiet out on the interstate as well. Traffic moving along at a good clip. And you will need those sunglasses today, unlike yesterday with all the clouds. Sunny to partly cloudy for the day, and mild temperatures, highs well into the 80s, which is above average. So currently skies are clear across the region, and just a few clouds over northern Minnesota. Those will translate southeast across the region this afternoon. Current temperatures in the 20s to the north and east, the rest of us in the lower to middle 30s. And again, a sunny to partly cloudy day, mild conditions, a little breezy, especially later today. Highs in La Crosse around 58. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. We've got a fitting 8 birthdays to get to today, starting with Eloise. She's turning 8 days old. She loves to sleep and eat. Hazel is turning 8 months old. She loves eating and crawling around the house. And Belle is turning 8 years old today. She loves making art, hanging out with her siblings, and playing outside, and I love her bow. Lainey is also turning 8 today. She loves to ski jump and spend time with her family. And Brooke, also turning 8. She loves doing gymnastics, playing volleyball, and roller skating. Bob is turning 80 years old today. He loves being around his family and golfing. And Cletus is turning 88. He loves to fish, play cards, and put puzzles together. Molly is turning 88. She is a fun-loving person, and she's very talkative. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Stay with us. We are getting in the St. Patrick's Day spirit here on News 8 Now this morning. We'll have the owner of Houghton's Irish Pub with us in studio this Foodie Friday to talk about some of their Irish delectables for St. Paddy's Day weekend.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Hey Brandon.
Hey Dale, what's going on, man?
I'm remodeling and I'm looking for a new tankless water heater.
You know, Menards always has Richmond water heaters in stock. I'm headed that way now. You wanna go?
You read my mind, let's do it. Man, you ever take off that fire suit?
I sleep in this thing.
All right. Man, these stores are incredible. I love having them as a partner.
Me too. For the best tankless options, come to Menards for Richmond water heaters.
And all your home improvement projects.
Save big money at Menards.
We do things a little differently here at Maury's Auto Group. And happening right now, Maury's Spring Savings. When you trade in a vehicle, you'll get a $750 trade-in assist. Also, you'll get Maury's Promise. We will always offer you our best price first. Up front, pure and simple, no haggling necessary. And our product specialists are commission-free and information-rich to better serve you. Come visit us at Maury's during the Spring Savings event for our trade-in assist and complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty special. Maury's, moving life forward.
It's Slam Dunk Savings Time here at Carl's,
where you get the widest selection of top name brand appliances.
And service. We've been your servicing dealer since '56.
Save up to 40% on these top name brand appliances.
And all TVs are on sale.
And save up to 50% on in-stock Perfect Sleeper and iComfort mattresses.
Also, our new grills have arrived.
It's Slam Dunk Savings Time now at Carl's.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Hey, welcome back and a good Friday morning to you. It is 6:41. Well, it's been spring-like and very mild for the upper Midwest, but boy, winter has gripped us tightly out here along the front range of the Rockies. Check out this picture. This was me attempting to shovel. That's my front sidewalk right here. That's my shovel, and you can see the snow is literally up to about halfway up the handle. Yeah, it was drifting, so about 1 to 2 feet drifts there. And here was the side of our house. There's normally a path right here. Those are our garbage cans. That's our AC unit. By the way, made by Trane in La Crosse, and it's not needing it now, but worked great for the summertime. And I can't move my camera, so I thought I'd take a snapshot of this morning. Still some light snow falling, have about 20 inches of the heavy wet stuff on the ground. So kind of a different world out here compared to your snowless winter out there. Now, speaking of snowless, kind of hard to get snow when you've got temperatures in the 50s, 60s, a string of 70s this week until yesterday's cooler high, 59, but that's still well above average. Now, we had the rain yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't climb far enough north for La Crosse and Eau Claire. As expected, Eau Claire, you stayed dry. La Crosse didn't quite manage to reach us, but down to the south, some decent rainfall, 7/10 in Prairie du Chien, about a half an inch in Steuben and Eastman, 0.15 inches in Decorah and Dorchester, and just under a tenth of an inch in Richland Center. So some needed moisture for those folks. Now, starting this morning with a clear sky, a little chillier this morning, 33 out at the airport, 34 downtown. Feels like 27 with a north wind at 7 miles per hour, and even colder to the north, 27 for you folks in Eau Claire with a clear sky, and your wind is currently calm. So temperatures generally in the 20s and 30s, the coldest readings to the north and east, low to mid-20s in fact for Black River Falls, Sparta, and Volk Field. The rest of us in the low to mid-30s. Winds are fairly light, so wind chill's not much colder than the actual air temperatures. Skies are currently clear, but some clouds off to the north and west. Those will translate southeast across the area this afternoon, and then more clouds overnight tonight and into our weekend. Sky Tracker showing the sunny start, passing clouds this afternoon, then mostly cloudy tonight, but dry. Now Saturday, there might be just enough moisture in those clouds to bring out some sprinkles or flurries in spots. Otherwise, a windy Saturday, and then rather blustery day setting up for Sunday as well. Now temperatures today still above average. In fact, well above average. Mid to upper 50s, right around 58 in La Crosse, upper 50s far south. A little cooler, but still mid 50s as we head back to the north. 55 in Osseo, 55 in Eau Claire, and 54 in Chippewa Falls. So sunny to partly cloudy, 58 for the high, mild for mid-March. Our average high is only 45. Tonight, 42. Winds increase overnight, and then windy tomorrow, maybe some sprinkles or flurries, highs near 50. Colder for St. Patty's Day and Monday, highs only in the upper 30s to around 40. Right around 50 next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Maybe some sprinkles or an isolated shower on Wednesday. A little more unsettled and cooler later next week. Chance of rain and snow showers on Friday and on Saturday. Now back to Alexandra. Hey, it's Foodie Friday. What do you have for us?
Foodie Friday has an Irish twist this week in celebration of St. Patty's Day. We're joined this morning by the owner of Houghton's Jackson Street Pub, Keith Carson, to tell us what they're serving up for St. Patrick's Day weekend. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. You've brought a beautiful display with you. Tell us a little bit about what some of these items that you brought.
Some of the food I brought today is we have a Reuben sandwich with fries. We have a 10th Street burger with bacon on it. We have our fish dinner that we traditionally serve on Friday nights, but we have it available every night of the week.
Okay.
We also brought our famous chicken dumpling soup, a cup and a bowl. And then on Mondays we have meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Okay, looks great. Some good staples there. So just tell us a little bit about what you're doing this St. Patrick's Day weekend.
The St. Patrick's Day we're celebrating actually on Saturday, March 16th. And what we're doing is corned beef and cabbage, and we're going to be serving Reubens with it. We're going to have a very limited menu so that way everybody can enjoy the corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, and you make a lot. You were telling me how much are you planning to make of this?
So for this Saturday, we'll make about 600 pounds of corned beef.
Wow. Yeah, that is a crazy amount, but you expect to go through it, right? It gets busy, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, we expect to go through just about all of it. We made a little extra. We, look at information and what we went through the last time it was on a Saturday. And traditionally, if it's during the week, like Monday through Friday, we go through anywhere from 800 pounds to 1,100 pounds that day.
Okay, wow. And yeah, so it's going to be busy for sure. Do you take reservations, or is there anything people should do to make sure that they can get a seat on Saturday?
We do not take reservations. It's first come, first serve.
Okay.
And we have a lot of staff working, so we'll get everybody through, and so that everybody can enjoy corned beef and cabbage.
Okay, and what are your hours on Saturday?
We open at 11 a.m.
Okay.
We'll probably be open till 8, 9 o'clock at night. And with the corned beef and cabbage, we'll have our traditional beers of Guinness, Harp, and Smithwick's. And then we'll also have one from Hillsborough, which is called Irish as Feck.
Okay, and so we've got your hours up on the screen there. You told us about the specials you're doing for St. Patrick's Day. What about other specials during regular times?
During the regular times, Monday through Thursday, we call our penny nickel dime. And Mondays is meatloaf, Tuesday is chef choice, Wednesdays is baked chicken, and Thursdays is meatballs.
Okay, all right, good to know there. And why would you encourage the community to come out and celebrate with you guys?
Everybody is Irish on St. Patrick's Day, so come out, enjoy it. The camaraderie is great. People are just having a good time. It's on a Saturday, so people traditionally don't have to get back to work, and they enjoy themselves. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And yeah, just it is on Saturday. You're not open Sunday. So
Correct.
Note to everybody, Saturday's starting
Yep.
at
Sunday
11.
is family day, and Saturday we're going to enjoy everybody's company.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having me.
All right, we're back after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, it's prime time in the morning. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, is here to talk about his new book. It's a motivational playbook with personal stories and his winning strategies for success. Also, are you one of the many people having trouble getting a loan or dealing with credit card debt? Dollar Jill, a.k.a. Jill Schlesinger, will join us with ways to improve your credit score. And we have a true underdog story today. We will meet a family who took a group of foster dogs and turned them into one of the top dog sled teams in the world. It's a great story. We'll have everything you need to know and more on the show. We'll see you at 7.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Let's create your dream home at our area's only home show from the La Crosse Area Builders Association. The only home show where you'll meet over 100 businesses ready to make your home remodel dreams happen. Basement to roof, front yard to back. The only home show with Friday date night, Saturday community day, and Sunday family day. Details are at labahomeshow.com. The LABA Home Show, sponsored by XL Energy and Olson Solar Energy, March 22nd through the 24th at the Onalaska Omni Center.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings, and for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
A lot has changed since the Overhead Door Company installed its first door in 1921. One thing that hasn't, our commitment to quality. We set the standard a century ago with the first motorized garage door, and we have not stopped innovating since. Today, you can build your dream door with the DoorView app, and with the OHD Anywhere app, you can control your new door from anywhere. So next time you need a repair or replacement for your garage door, look for the red ribbon and trust 100 years of experience Overhead Door Company.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Home furniture. There's no place like home.
Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. Attention outdoors men and women. It's now easier to get an outdoor recreation license here in the Badger State. That's because Governor Tony Evers signed a bill into law yesterday allowing state residents to use their ID cards as proof of residence in the DNR's Go Wild system. Before, only driver's licenses were accepted. The law is named after Steve Johnson, a blind outdoorsman from La Crosse who advocated for disability rights. Governor Evers signing that bill on the 5th anniversary of Johnson's death with his family present at the ceremony in Madison. If you live in Wisconsin but work in Minnesota or vice versa, filing taxes may soon get easier. A new bipartisan bill could be the first step in bringing back income tax reciprocity between the two states. For about 40 years, residents who crossed the border for work could file just one state tax return where they lived, but Minnesota ended that deal in 2010, citing Wisconsin's delayed payments. The bill would have the state study on the impact of restoring the agreement.
Our economies, along the river, it ebb and flows, and we want to make sure that, it works. We have to continue to do this.
That study would be due to Governors Evers and Walz by the end of this year. Reciprocity would ultimately have to be approved by the state's executive branches. Gunderson Health System's newly expanded simulation lab is giving medical professionals the hands-on training they need to save lives. The expanded facility features 7 realistic rooms, including 3 new inpatient spaces where learners can practice life-saving skills. With this cutting-edge technology, Gunderson expects a surge in enrollment as more professionals seek out immersive training.
Last year we had over 9,000 learners come through our 4-room simulation lab. So I have a feeling that we're gonna, if not double that, maybe even triple it.
The space was designed for broad use, meaning all of Gunderson's staff, including medical students, are welcome to use the facilities to brush up on their skills. A team of women helping build homes for Habitat for Humanity in La Crosse and Tomah. The annual Women's Build is a tradition dating back to 1991. Over the next 2 days, more than 110 women are volunteering at both locations. Yesterday, crews on La Crosse's north side worked together to install drywall and work on the ceiling of one home. The Tomah crew framed out the interior walls. Once the homes are finished, they will be sold to local partner families. If you plan to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, you can sign up on their website. We have that link on our website, news8000.com. The Shamrock Club is on the move to spread some cultural spirit. The Irish Man and Irish Rose of the Year hit the road and brought some friends along. The Irish bus was packed up with musicians, dancers, and Clancy O'Cooley. He is the mascot of Irish Fest. They brought Irish cheer to 3 local elementary schools and 3 senior care facilities. We spoke with the Irish Man and Irish Rose of the Year, who told us the kids were doubling down on the fun.
And the children enjoyed it immensely. They loved Clancy O'Cooley, and they got up and danced and sang, and we got the teachers out there dancing, and the kids loved that, you know.
But it ain't over till it's clover. After their visits, the Irish bus took a trip to Bennett O'Reilly's for prayer service. The Irish royalty will be in the St. Patrick's Day Parade tomorrow in downtown La Crosse.
Well, temperatures a little chillier to start today. Some 20s to the north and east, 33 in La Crosse, 32 in Winona and Viroqua. Another mild day, though, for this time of year. 58 for the higher, average highs only 45 with a sunny to partly cloudy sky. Windy tomorrow, maybe some sprinkles or flurries in spots, highs around 50. Colder for St. Patrick's Day and Monday, highs in the upper 30s to around 40, and then back around 50 next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Thank you, Bill. Well, of course, it's time to start getting into the Irish spirit. Sunday is St. Patrick's Day. A lot of celebrations happening tomorrow. The Fun Day celebrates Ireland's culture, music, and Gaelic heritage. The annual observance on March 17th recognizes the nation's patron saint, a Christian missionary who converted the Irish people to Christianity. Legend has it the shamrock, the national flower of Ireland, was used by St. Patrick to explain the concept of the Holy Trinity. Many cities, including La Crosse, hosts annual St. Patrick's Day parades. If you can't make it to this year's parade, you can still cook up some corned beef and cabbage and raise a glass for the Irish. Before you head out, make sure you're wearing green. That is, of course, supposed to prevent you from getting pinched by a leprechaun. And thank you so much for waking up with us, and top of the morning to everybody. Have a happy and safe St. Patrick's Day weekend. We'll see you back here at noon.